Hello everyone, it's Jebro. Here we go. Elite Specialization Beta has arrived. Here's a Harbinger build for you, and if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I am going to pop these builds out really close to when the first day of the beta, because you might want something else to play. You might not be sure where to go. Not everyone that's on my channel is like a veteran player. You may not have played much Necro before, but you like the look of pistol, and you're like, oh cool, what could I play? How could I play it? What do I want to play? A condition build, a power build, etc, etc, etc. I'm going to give you a couple of very simple options. I'm going to give you a condition option, I'm going to give you a power option, I'm going to give you a more sustain option just in traits wise. At the moment you can pick other bits and pieces wherever you want, and also I'll try and fill in some of the gaps here as well, and hope that there is going to be no noise in my apartment in terms of construction. If you like this video, don't forget to comment and subscribe, as well as hitting that like button. Don't forget on Patreon as well, some videos come out a little bit earlier, and if you just want to support on Patreon as well, that's greatly appreciated. I am doing this while I'm going to school. Just finished my second year of training to be a mental health counselor, so hopefully we'll see you on Twitch soon as well, because I streamed this today and it was a lot of fun. So you can see this is a condition variant of the Harbinger at the moment. I'm not really going to go through a lot of the mechanics and what this is, because I've already talked about that in the previous video, and I'll link that in the description or in the comments below. But basically we're going to go for soul reaping. And this is where you're going to get a lot more of your life force, so increase the amount of life force gained from all sources. It's important because Harbinger Shroud is going to you're going to need that life force. It helps to sustain your health bar as well. You can see I've got 35k HP in this. Not bad, eh? Speed of Shadows. So entering Shroud, it grants swiftness and removes boons. Removes negative impairing movement conditions like Cripple Chill, and obviously Immobilize as well. There is the Soul Marks if you want to go for stuff. Not something I've been using much at the moment, but it's very good stuff in this build. With Harbinger, but I'm going for, at the moment, Axe Focus, and I'm going Pistol Worn. Rest of the traits. Sinister Shroud skills gain reduced recharge, which is very awesome, because there's a lot of movement, there's a lot of condition damage, and there's a lot of control in this Shroud. It's very good. Gain Vitality, your incoming healing is increased for yourself. Soul Battery, maximum life force is increased. And then Shroud Skill 1 inflicts burning on your target. This is a condition build, so I've been mostly going for this, and you get some nice burning stacks. Good condition damage there. There is other utilities here as well, dependent on if you want to go for power. Soul Reaping is very good for life force, and I feel like that would be very useful and helpful it's very useful and helpful for most Necro builds, especially for this one. Curses is the condition trait line. If you're going to go condition builds, you're going to go for curses. So critical hits have a chance to cause bleeding, increases bleed duration. Your first attack after entering Shroud transfers conditions. That's very defensive as well, don't forget. The blind, not necessarily as much. Disabled happens a fair bit, but I feel like Plague Sending is going to be more interesting in terms of your survival. Gain Fury when entering Shroud, gain additional precision. So remember, when you're going into Shroud, boom, gain that Fury. You're also gaining that swiftness as well. Shroud 2 skill additionally converts boons into conditions on enemies, which is going to be very awesome indeed. Because you want to get some, I really like boon conversion. Converting boons into conditions is amazing. Things like stability into fear, for example. Target the weak, so increases critical hits chance for each condition on the foe. Gain condition damage based on your precision. And then a percentage of your condition damage heals you. So in this build specifically, I do have carrion amulets. There is no precision at all. So that amulet is really going to be up to you. I'll go over that and again in a moment. So in the Harbinger, which is brand new, we've got the Blight mechanic here as well. I'm going to just quickly read that. So Death Shroud is replaced with Harbinger Shroud, growing powerful offensive skills but leaving you vulnerable to attack. As you remain in Harbinger Shroud, you accumulate stacking Blight. While in combat and not in Harbinger Shroud, life force drains constantly to heal you. And that's going to be useful for later, because we're going for Blood Bank, which is helping a little bit of survival, but I'm still kind of playing around with it. Harbinger Shroud as well. You enter and you grant powerful offensive skills, but leaving you vulnerable to attack. As you remain in Harbinger Shroud, you accumulate blight over time. Blight decreases your maximum health. So if we go into Shroud now. There you go. As I use skills as well, more so. You can see the blight starts to stack up. It actually doesn't pop up on you as soon as you jump in, but you can see the negative health there. So my health is going down, down, and down, and down, and down. And it takes a while for those stacks to run off as well. So you got to be careful. Keep watching for that, because if someone crits you, it's going to be pretty nasty. But we're at 35k HP, and it only goes to a maximum 50%, so you're still going to have like 17,500 HP left, and that's still more than most of the classes which are currently running around in this elite spec beta. So you're going to be fine. It's fun as well. But that's a lot of your defense, your HP in this, to be fair. Alchemic Vigor, so gain increased vitality, which is 240, which is part of the reason why you got so much HP. And Twisted Medicine Elixir skills also grant their boons to nearby allies, and you gain concentration based on your vitality. You have a lot of vitality, so you're going to gain a lot of concentration, and you're going to share your you're going to share all of these with your rest of your team. So if you can share, so example, I should be able to click on this person here, and we're going to be able to share this with them, all of them. So that's break stuns, that's all of the stuff. Really beneficial in team fights, really supportive, and is going to be great in raids as well. Another content with five players in your group, including yourself. Gain life force when you enter Harbinger Shroud, just the base part of the build, obviously. And then approaching Doom, so Doom approaches, your condition damage is increased while in Harbinger Shroud. You gain an aura, not an Asura, that pulses each interval to torment and weaken nearby enemies. And this build has power in it as well, with axe and with pistol. So this is why I've gone for power, and the carrion amulet is just great for necros anyway, because a lot of your damage is power as well as condition damage. It's very kind of mixed between the both. So that's pretty awesome. If you do go heavy into condition damage as well, you can switch it out and see how you go. You probably want to be going for condition amulets wise, probably maybe try Sinister as an example. You got power precision there as well. That could be quite fun. Yeah, that actually would be quite fun as well, to be fair. Wizard Amulet is a possibility, because you've got vitality as well as power, precision, vitality, and condition damage there. Actually, wizards could be very fun, to be fair. Especially getting more crits off as well, which would be very, very nice. This was changed a long time ago anyway. And I might be thinking about the engineer trait, actually. Was it crits? Burning on crits? Yeah, that was the engineer trait. Anyway, this is a condition build, but obviously I'm going for some elixirs here because I want to play the elixirs. I am playing the new spec. I want to try all the things. So heal is not bad. All the blight as well is going to increase. You're going to be able to increase your damage as well as increase condition damage for each stack of blight you have. Okay? So the more stacks you have, the better. So if you, for example, use all of your elixirs, you've got 25 stacks, you jump into this, you're going to do a ton more damage, so you can burst people down potentially if you want to, but you don't want to do that too much because that's going to hurt after a while, and your HP is going to go down massively. Okay, so be careful. Where are we going? We're going back over here. Here we go. So I've gone for Rune of Awe, so you minus 10% incoming condition duration, and you maximize your health as well as going for condition damage, and incoming condition damage duration is negative 10%. Loads of negative condition damage on you as well as condition damage. And actually in this build, you do gain a bit of swiftness and whatnot as well by getting into Harbinger Shroud. You've got a lot of mobility in this build, which is fantastic. So just a reminder that, you know, don't necessarily need to have a core speed increase in your rune and whatnot. Okay, so pistol, like I said, Warhorn. I'm going for Doom on my pistol as for the poison, extra poison there, and then I'm going for Sigil of Energy, and then on my axe I'm going for the Sigil of Intelligence when I use the second ability. extra burst damage. And then I'm going for energy as well, double energy, give me that vigor so I can get some dodges in. Okay, peeps. And in terms of the elixirs, I've gone for the heal. I'm going for the break stun, which obviously I'm going for 2 break stuns. I'm actually going for spectral armor here, so I can gain life force as well. And I want to stay in melee range, so I've actually gone for the bigger one here. It's 45 seconds, but you could probably go for, I would actually stick with that probably. You could go even for something less defensive or corrupt boon, or you could go for spectral grasp or something to gain some life force, but it's a good defensive skill. And then you've obviously got your elixir of bliss, which is going to remove conditions as well, which is going to remove 5 conditions and give you resolution. So it's going to be minus 33% of that condition damage incoming to you. And then you've got the elixir of ambition, which gives you all the boons and is ridiculous and is awesome, and also has a 75 second cooldown as well. And you could even go for some other bits and bobs, but you do, where is it? There's a elixir recharge somewhere. This one, vials, sorry. Elixir skills gain reduced recharge and inflict vulnerability and slow on nearby enemies. Could be a fun one to take, but you won't be taking that poison. You won't be getting the extra damage on the blight right there as well. Because even though you get blight everywhere else, it's meant to be a negative because of the shroud. I think people are assuming that you gain damage based because of the blight all the time. And this is only if you have this or this trait or this trait. If you have this trait, it's not going to be increasing your damage, okay? Because this is increasing your, pardon me, so deal increased condition damage for each stack of blight, and then this is dealing increased strike damage for each stack of blight you have. So you've got to make sure you're taking one of those. You're going for a damage build, and then this is going to be more so around elixirs as well, and probably would be more of a PvE build, I guess. But you can take it, you can try it. And then another variation, I'm going to stay with soul reaping there. I've just been playing some, I've been playing with blood bank. Also, a little bit of life with death, I think, and increased movement speed while above the health threshold. Sometimes okay with dagger if you wanted to go with that. But I've just been going for the, revive there as well to help the team a bit. You could also go for vampiric presence here, gaining health. Loads of little bits and bobs. You could even try transfusion, just see how that goes. Fun times outside my apartment, as I mentioned before. And then also there is the spite version. You could go for a ton of different stuff here, but mostly I think inflicting fear, no, probably not. Deal increased strike damage to enemies below the health threshold. That's only 50%. If you want to go for power, go for that. And then you could go for awaken the pain, maybe might grant you more power and less condition damage. Probably would rather go for lesser spinal shivers with chill of death, probably for my own taste, so you can remove those boons. Not really signets unless you go signets. Spiteful talisman, deal increased strike damage to foes with no boons. If you've corrupted all the boons, then cool. Focus and axe skills, recharge faster. That's a pretty big one in this build, in all honesty. You also do the spiteful renewal as well, and consumes conditions when you use a heal skill. A very big option there as well. And in terms of your amulet, again, you could stick with carrion and that could be fine, or you could go for something a bit more damagey. You could go for demolishers with some toughness, or you could go for berserkers and don't forget your heal. Your HP is still 25%, but your blight stacks, if they're hit maximum, will reduce your HP to about 12.5 if it is a maximum stack. So it only goes up to 50% of your HP. And then you want to change your rune, and the rune is really good, especially because there's fair few boons in this, especially because you get elixir of ambition is probably going to be leadership, and that can help remove conditions when you use elite skills as well, because it's right down here. Plus 5% boon duration, and convert up to 2 conditions into boons for nearby allies using an elite skill, and that's for you as well when it says allies. Otherwise, enjoy. And obviously if you're in condition mode, on the condition build specifically, you could try scepter, that's up to you. Pistol is very condition oriented. You could probably go for staff as well. Staff is going to be great for it's going to be good for life force, and it's also really, really good utility wise. You can still stick with these sigils as well if you go to staff. Try it scepter if you want. Otherwise, that's been a pretty long one I didn't mean to go for. And just enjoy the elite spec beta. I've had a lot of fun. I've made this elite, you know, this elite character. I've made this specialization character from the beta. Okay, enjoy it, have fun. I just made this video post stream. I'm quite tired because I woke up very early. I just wanted to pop this out to you all. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know, what have you been playing on Necro? Have you enjoyed it? Have you had some fun today? Like, comment, subscribe. See you soon. Twitch.tv/Jebro. Go follow. Words have been coming out of my mouth. Enjoy the rest of your week or day if I don't see you. Otherwise, there might be a Willbender video very, very shortly. Let me know if you want it and I'll make it. All right, peeps. See you soon. Actually, screw it. I'm going to do it. Bye. See you soon. Legends.